Hey everybody, welcome back to another class on verbling.com with teacher Abby. We're going to be doing a lesson that's related to burglary. We're going to read a short article from a newspaper, discuss some of the vocabulary, and then use that to talk with each other. So welcome to the class. Ali, how are you?
Hi, Abby. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. It's Friday.
Yes, thanks God.
Thanks to God, it's Friday.
You look very beautiful.
Thank you very much. It's nice to see you. I told you I went shopping. Well, I bought a curling iron
Yeah,
and
I know.
so welcome back to class, Ali. Hello, Andre. Welcome. How are you?
Hello, Abby. It's nice
Hello.
to be here with you today.
Nice to have you, Andre, as always. Do you have
Thank
any
you.
plans for the weekend?
No, still no plans.
No plans.
I will improvise.
Sometimes those are the best weekends.
Maybe.
Hi, Eduardo. Welcome to the class. How are you?
I'm great. Yes, I'm here. Hello, Abby.
Hello. It just started raining outside, so I guess my weekend will not be very exciting.
Who knows?
Hopefully it's nice and
Change.
sunny. What do you
Weather
have planned
change.
for the weekend?
I don't have plans
No?
yet. Yeah. No.
Everybody, we're all in the same boat. Hi, Lucas. Welcome back to the class. Good to see you again.
Hello, Abby. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay. What about your weekend? Do you have anything exciting planned?
I'm going to concert with friends.
What concert?
There are many artists which are not popular worldwide, but in Poland.
Okay, that's nice. See, Lucas actually had an answer for the question. That's great. He's the only one with weekend plans. We should all go visit him.
Ask me about
Okay,
that.
Michael, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, I don't have any solid plans, but for sure I will go to a birthday party,
Hmm.
like of my relative, and so it's the sister. No, it's the daughter of my mother's sister.
Okay, the daughter
Uh, of my
of
mother's
your
sister.
mother's.
What was
So
it?
your
I
cousin.
forgot yeah, cousin.
Hmm.
Okay, to the
Hmm.
cousin, and I'll go to a store to buy something.
Nice. I love shopping. I never say no to shopping.
Well, I'm not a real shopper. Like, I'm not a shopaholic to go to search all around. Like, I just go look two, three things, and that's all. That's all the shopping for me.
Well, I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun on your
I hope
weekend.
as well. What's your
Uh,
plans for the weekend?
my plans for the weekend, let me think. Because I'm with my family, I think that we were invited to have dinner at a friend's of my parents' house, so I might go with them to there. And if it's sunny, I'm going to go to the beach.
Okay, nice plans to have.
Hmm. Thank you. And Mikael, welcome back to the class. Good to see you.
Hello, Abby. A lot of time I don't see
I know.
your clan always full.
I thought you had abandoned having English lessons with me.
Yeah.
Mikael, do you want to tell us about your weekend plans?
No special plans. Probably Sunday to the beach because in Spain it's very sunny. A lot of a lot of hot. No special plans. Tomorrow I want to study a little English, and it's possible tomorrow to go to a dinner probably.
Very nice. I hope
Nice.
you have a nice weekend.
And
Today's well, our English lesson today is it's not very a fun, cheery topic, but it was a recent article in the newspaper. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a discussion about it, read a short article, and then we'll continue with some vocabulary and some exercises. Any questions before we get started? Questions, concerns, comments? All right, let's go ahead. We're going to start with a discussion about burglary. Any questions on what that is? Does everyone know what burglary is?
To steal from the house, like
Yeah.
from a place?
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to be talking about. Let me just share my screen with you so you guys can see the questions. And let's start with Ali. Ali, do you want to read question A and give me your answer?
Okay. How common is burglary in your country? I think it depends. In some city, should I answer or?
Yes. Yeah. Give me your answer. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, it depends. In some cities, burglary is very common. We hear that about that, but in some cities, very quiet and no crime like burglary. Or it depends the city. I think in generally common is in my country.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else have a different answer or something that they've heard recently in the news in your hometown or your country? So it's pretty common where you live. Interesting. Andre, could you do B for us? Give us your answer.
What is the punishment for burglary in your country? I guess it's a prisonship, or what is the term?
Imprisonment.
Imprisonment.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think? Do you think that's a fair punishment?
I think yes, because if you are if somebody is a theft, of course, I think it should be punished.
Absolutely. Does anyone else think that there's a different consequence or something else that is involved in the consequences of burglary in your country? No. It's just straight to prison, or what's involved in that? What do you think would be a process before you would put somebody in prison?
To court? A court? Like.
Okay, and then what would happen?
They would decide. They would what is the word? Decision.
They would decide or make a decision.
Yeah, decide, make a decision about how is so how is can I say hard, like your burglary, or what type of burglary?
What type exactly? So the severity of the crime.
Yep. So this is the word, severity of the crime, and all the circumstances, like maybe you injured someone while you did that or something. So all depends on that, and from that is formed the punishment. So how many years would they give to that person? But I'm not really, I don't have insights on this because I don't follow this kind of news on the TV.
Okay. No, thanks. Good. Thank you for sharing your opinion. You're right. They would go to court. There would be some kind of ruling on the severity of the crime, and then they would go to prison. That would be the process in Canada as well. Hi, David. Welcome to the class. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Hi, Ovi. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. It's nice to have you back. Can you read letter C and give me your answer?
Yeah, okay. What do you think burglary affects mental health? I don't know what is burglary.
Pardon?
I don't know what is burglary.
Okay, burglary is when somebody breaks into the private property of another person. So maybe somebody comes into your house and they steal your valuable things.
Okay. Okay.
So how do you think that event would affect the mental health of someone?
Okay, I got you. Maybe if some thief go to your house, maybe you can, after that event, maybe you can be like, afraid of maybe go out to the street because maybe you can think the people is going to rob you. Uh, maybe yeah, that thing.
Okay, very good. Anyone else have an opinion of maybe how that might affect someone's mental health? How would it affect you? How would it make you feel?
But the
I had
question
a
is,
close.
What?
Go ahead, Mike.
go ahead, bueno, go ahead.
Okay, let's start with Eduardo. Eduardo, tell us.
Okay, I have a close friend, and she was a victim of violence, burglary
Mm-hmm.
in his house. It was an isolated house, and it was an Ukrainian gang because the police caught them after so many burglaries.
Mm-hmm.
and and yes, she get really affected, and she moved out to an apartment and for 3 years, and she come back to a residential area because she prefers this kind of houses, bigger houses in the middle of the nature, but with neighbors around her. I talked with her, and she didn't share anything, but you can notice that, yeah, she feel unsafe, of course.
Maybe really nervous, right, after the fact. Thank you. And Mikhail, what were you going to say?
No, no, I only to the question how affect the commit the crime, the burglary, I suppose, no? No, the people live in a house, for example. Or, do you understand? No, the question is the how do you think burglary affect mental health? Who commit? No, the person is affect.
Exactly, the way the person
Ah,
is affected mentally after. So maybe before they're burgled, they're completely fine, they're calm, they're peaceful, they're not worried or nervous, but then after, maybe they suffer with mental anxiety or nervousness.
I suppose a lot of because if you, for example, is in your house, if you suffer a burglary, it's not the same if you are not the house, and you to find when you arrive at home, you find it's a robbery in your house. It
Mm.
depends.
Good. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Let's go to the next question. Eduardo, could you read D?
What can be done to support burglary victims? Well, I don't know. I suppose it's like everything. Maybe one way is make them feel safety, more safe, more safe. Sorry, at home. Maybe with, I don't know, a control system, safety control system, cameras, whatever they need, and also maybe talk with our psychiatrists after violent burglary, because I think. You are a victim if it is a violent burglary. If someone in a tourist place stole my wallet, well, yeah, I feel it because I lose money and I have to renovate all my IDs and credit cards. But that's it. It's not that important. Yeah, I think. If it's only money, it's not that important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's different than when it's a mental expense, we would call it. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eduardo. And let's go to E with Lucas. Read E and give me your answer.
How can people protect their home against burglars? I think the best way is just be more careful about windows to get close, and of course the doors have to be closed, and maybe some alarm system will be also good.
Absolutely. All different things that you could do to help protect yourself. Any other ideas on how you can protect your home?
To have guard.
What kind of guard, Lucas?
A dog.
Bodyguard.
A Doberman.
What? Did I miss
Doberman.
something?
Police dog.
I was thinking a guard dog.
Maybe dog, yeah.
Yeah. See, me and Ali, we always think alike. Great minds think alike. I was thinking, yeah, big, beefy Rottweiler. That's what I would have in my front yard.
There is like another advice, like burglary always happen like so people that steal from the people that they know, like in some way. I mean, they don't know they directly maybe, but they know somehow something about them, like maybe from the press, or maybe they know that they have like good belongings in the house or something. So you should be like humble, and people would think that you're like average, so they don't have you don't have anything like really expensive.
I've heard that actually. I've heard that same thing, Michaelette. Usually there's some kind of connection. Someone there's something else.
Yep, someone told to someone that this like a guy has some money at home, because for example, I've heard on TV a case that was like a burglary and there was like stolen
Oops. I can't believe it. Michael is having technical problems. Michael, do you want me to help you? We can't hear you, Michael. Sorry. Let's continue on with our next one with Mikel. Oh no, sorry, Lucas. It was supposed to be Michael's turn. Mikel, could you do letter F? Read F and share it with us.
Okay, what is the difference between burglary and robbery? I'm not sure, but I think it's possible robbery is violent when I violent. I don't know. What is the difference?
What is the difference?
I think it's possible robbery is when I violent with violence.
Okay, very good. What else is the difference?
Burglary is when you go and is anybody at home and you robbery the thing, and robbery is when you go and there are people in a home, in a house, and you use violence to appropriate the thing. I'm not sure.
We are going to learn about these things in our article, and then we're going to talk about anything that's unclear after. But that's exactly right. Thank you for sharing with us, Mikel. And letter H, we're going to skip G because that will come later. G, do you worry about being burgled? Who would like to share their opinion on that one? Do you worry about being burgled? Maybe I can answer. When I live in Canada, I never worry about being burgled. However, in other parts of the world, yes, I have felt that worry before. Anyone else want to share?
No worries at all. Just because where I live is like it's a good place, so there are not so common burglary. Burglary happens, or what? What is the proper way to say?
Burglary is not common.
Yeah, burglary is not common, and also we have like a lot of doors, like a door on the main on the main block when you enter, and when you go on the flat, there is one second door and third doors, like 3 doors totally.
So there's
Oh.
good security. You have good security.
Yep.
Awesome. That always makes it a little bit less, you feel less nervous with that then. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started. The title of our article is Burglary, a Threat to Mental Health. And let's get started with Ali. Would you like to read until the highlighted word, okay? Just read up until that word.
Okay. A new study shows that experiencing a burglary is a serious threat to people's mental health. The survey is from the British charity Victim Support and the home security company ADT.
Excellent. Good reading, Ali. Ali, what do you think of when you see the word serious threat?
Serious threat. I think burglary is affected people make a big effect on people. Maybe affected their mental health.
That's exactly it. Exactly. And Lucas, what else might be a serious threat besides burglary? Name something else that is a serious threat.
Maybe a car accident, and or some injury, like you broke a leg, and it's not nice view when you see.
No, it's terrible. Nobody wants to look down and see my leg is broken. Nobody wants to have to do that. That's true. Good job. Thank you, Lucas. And Mikkel, can you describe the picture to me? What do you see in the picture? Is Mikkel gone? No,
For me or the other Mikel, Abby?
Not Michael, Mikkel, and that's you, Mikkel.
Okay. In this picture, we can see a door is completely broken. I don't know with the robberies is try to open. I don't know. It's broken. I suppose be in a strong material. I don't know.
Probably a crowbar. A crowbar is that iron piece of metal that they use to pry open a door.
Crowbar?
A crowbar.
How do you write crow?
One sec.
C-R-O-W?
I don't think so. I'm going to have to check, though.
Crowbar.
I guess it is C-R-O-W-B-A-R.
Okay.
Okay. C-R-O-W-B-A-R. Crowbar. Okay, good. Let's continue with our reading. We'll go over to Andrew. Could you read until the next highlighted word from researchers?
Yeah. Researchers interviewed 1,000 people who had been burgled. They found that a quarter of them suffered from anxiety or forms of depression, while a further 25% felt saddened by the thought they could no longer protect their home and family.
Nice, good job. So Andrew, what do the results show after doing a survey? What kinds of results do we find?
They interviewed 1,000 people and found that a quarter of them suffered from anxiety and depression, and 25% was very sad that they couldn't protect their home. and friendly.
Okay. Why do you think that would make them feel depressed? Why do you think that would make them feel depressed?
I think because, of course, someone stole your property or your things, and of course they're depressed because it could happen again, and you are stressed all the time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone else want to share? Any questions on the vocabulary there? Anxiety, saddened. Okay.
What's that saddened?
Saddened,
Uh-huh.
made sad.
Okay, I felt saddened.
Okay.
Are we talking about when your home burning, you see the burglar, or when you are not at home, someone enter your home and burglar?
It's not really specific, is it?
I think it depends how people affect you. If you are not at home, someone enter your home and steal something, uh, it won't affect you so much. But if you across the thief or someone, and when you at home, someone enter your home, it's very dangerous because they usually use a drug, and they have gun or knife. Uh, you can't guess what will happen. They attack you.
Exactly. You could say they're unpredictable.
Yeah, unpredictable.
Unpredictable. And you're absolutely right. It's very true. Okay. Let's continue with David. It's your turn. Do you want to read to the end of that paragraph for us?
Sure, teacher. The research said that feelings of insecurity set in for many people after a burglary. They report that 37% of Bulgari victims suddenly became afraid of being mugged in the streets, something they had not feared before being burgled.
Okay. So what other effect? What happens to people after they've been burgled sometimes? David?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the study shows that like 37% of the Bulgari victims um, feel more afraid of the roaring in the streets,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe more nervous for the roaring. And before the Bulgari, they don't feel like that. Is after like a effect of being Bulgari.
Good. Excellent. It talks about being mugged in the streets. Has anybody here ever been mugged or robbed in the street? I think I've asked this before in class, but anybody in this class ever been mugged?
What's the difference between mugged and robbed in the street?
It's the same.
Okay.
It's the same, yeah.
No, never been.
Never?
And you, teacher, sometimes.
Sorry, David, I can't hear you. What did you say?
And for you, because for me, no, for you.
Oh, you're asking if I've ever been mugged. No, I think I already told you guys this, but one time a man was approaching me to rob me and I ran away.
You had pepper spray.
I did, but I didn't have to use it. I was prepared though.
Okay.
I was dying to use that pepper spray, you know. I really wanted an opportunity to use it. But I never got the opportunity, and now I'm in Canada, so it probably won't come, at least in the next little while, that's for sure.
Yes. One time was maybe 10 years ago. I'm not sure, but I wanted to get in a bus, and after I got in a bus, I realized my wallet is not in my pocket.
Oh.
uh, I'm not sure, but someone steal my. I think someone steal my wallet. Maybe I dropped it. I don't know, but 90% I believe someone stole my wallet. But it was empty. No, no money in it.
Haha, joke's on him.
No, money is was in my other pocket.
So we say the joke's on him. He thought he was getting your money, but he didn't get anything.
But my identify card
Yes.
and driving license and some credit cards was in my wallet. I had to renew all of them.
Mm,
It's
yeah, that
very
is a huge
annoying.
pain. A
Yeah.
pain in the neck, right, Ali?
Yes.
Good. Anyone else want to share?
Yeah, my friend told me that somebody tried to steal from his friend's pocket, and suddenly he took a hand in, how to describe, I don't know. Okay, the theft tried to steal something from his pocket, and suddenly my friend placed a hand in his pocket and found out that somebody's hand is there. So and he is like a power lifter, and he just broke the theft hand.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I would have loved to have been there for that one.
Yeah.
That's the best when there's instant, what do you call that? Revenge. When somebody does that, they don't get away with it. And Eduardo, were you going to tell us something? You had your microphone on for a second.
Yes, I want to ask you if Mac is a rove with violence, or you at least you notice. So what's the difference? A robbery maybe is when someone pick up your wallet and you don't notice. What's the name for that? It could be Mac or not.
We usually call it pickpocketing.
Okay.
But mugged, when you're mugged, it's not necessarily violent as far as I remember. It just means that somebody has taken something from you.
Yes, someone threatened you with a knife in the street or whatever, yeah. So you are aware that you are being robbed.
Yeah, okay. No, when you're mugged, there is some kind of physical, maybe it's not super aggressive, but there's some kind of physical attack on you. And when you're pickpocketed, you have no idea that it's happening. No idea.
Okay.
Okay? Like Ali, he suddenly went to go get his wallet and it was gone. He was pickpocketed, he was not mugged. Perfect. Let's continue on with our next paragraph. If there's no more questions, if there are, feel free to ask. Let's go to, I think it's Eduardo's turn. Could you read the next part for us?
Okay. Professor Paula Nicholson from the British Psychological Society warned that people and the police underestimate how serious a crime burglary is. Many people fail to realize it can leave victims traumatized.
Excellent. Very, very good. Traumatized. Any questions on the vocabulary? What else might make you feel traumatized? What else might make you feel traumatized?
A car accident, for example.
Absolutely. Anybody else?
A lot of
Someone
things. It depends of
attack
the
you,
people. Sorry. Go ahead, Ali.
maybe someone attack you or kill someone near you, something like that. You see some terrible things you can't forget.
Absolutely. Very good. Has anyone in class ever felt like they were traumatized? Let's continue. Let's go to the next part. I think it's your turn, Lucas. Do you want to read that for us?
She said burglary is frequently seen as a minor crime, and one that may be resolved and forgotten by the victim. However, psychologically, can you repeat this?
Psychologically?
Psychologically and emotionally, the experience of being burgled is likely to have a severe emotional outcome for many victims who were up to then leading ordinary lives.
Okay, can you repeat severe?
Severe
emotional outcome.
Severe emotional outcome.
Good. Now, any questions on that part? On the vocabulary? Why do you guys think that people underestimate the emotional effects of burglary? Why do you think we do that?
In my opinion, is because there is not that much of burglary, so you are not aware until you suffer it, like everything. Yeah. Also, of course, it's not a major crime. It depends of the way you suffer. Like I said before with my friend, she spent I think 3 weeks in the hospital.
Yeah, sometimes you don't realize the effect of something until it's happened to you, and that's probably with most crimes.
I think it's underestimated, like burglary, to have like a negative on your psychic, like and emotions, to have negative influence on a psychological state. I think it's because like you are either not present in that moment at home, or you are sleeping or something, so you don't you're not influenced directly like by that. I mean, no one do something to you like directly, threatening you maybe, or I don't know, shooting you or something. So you're not directly influenced, and that's why it's underestimated. But it looks like when you know that your house was burgled, yeah? Can I say?
Burgled.
Burgled. You are traumatized because you are not feeling safe anymore. Like you are thinking that and any time someone could come and could do the same thing, and you could be in that moment there, and could happen something to you, like someone could offend you or do something wrong or bad to you.
No, absolutely, you're right. I think that's probably a lot to do with it. Let's finish the reading, okay? Whose turn is it? Michael, would you please finish that paragraph for us?
She added the undue trauma resulted for some people in the compulsion to move house, depression, anxiety, sleeplessness, sleeplessness, and even marital breakdown.
Okay, any questions on the vocabulary for that part?
Marital breakdown?
Your marriage falling apart or marital problems between husband and wife.
And why would that be as a result of burglary?
Why don't we talk about it? Why do you think?
Very interesting.
What do you think, Ali? Why would burglary contribute to marital breakdown?
Yes, maybe after burglary, for example, I think usually wives or women afraid of everything. If something happened to them, uh, if your wife always maybe sleeplessness or worry about something and upset, it affect your relationship. And maybe you can't calm down her and your marriage break down, something like that.
Ali, that's quite the theory.
But
Why?
would you leave your wife if she's worried about burglary? I don't know.
Maybe
Ali doesn't like noise, so if she makes too much noise,
why?
I said Ali does not like noise, so if she makes too much noise, he might leave her.
Should go through with her.
Yes, maybe she behave like crazy a long time, and your patient maybe not too strong, something like that. You one day you say that's enough.
That's
Stop
it. Too much
stop.
noise.
Yes, stop it. There is no burglar or no thief. It's all in your mind, in your head, maybe.
I have no comment.
Abby, is there like you passed the borderline or you passed the line? Is there like an idiom or a saying?
Who crossed the line? The woman?
Yeah, in this case, like Ali said, that's it.
Yeah. You crossed the
That's
line.
it. I leave you. You cross the line. Okay.
Yeah, you crossed the line. I picture the wife in bed saying, "Did you hear that? What was that noise?" In the middle of
That's
the
it.
night. Ali, go check the front door.
Shut up.
You should take her to a psychologist first.
Oh yeah, that's nicer. Andre has more patience than you do, Ali.
No,
At least try.
I said after psychologist, if you can't do anything, it takes a long time, maybe 4 years, and one day you say that's enough. Why you doing that? That's not maybe.
Good. I like it. Good answers. Anyone else want to share before we do our next exercise? All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to match words from the article to their synonyms. So a little vocabulary exercise to make sure we understand all these things. So let's do number one. Mikhail, can you start us off? Read number one and tell me what the synonym is.
Okay, serious. Serious. One moment. Grave.
Hey, good job. It is. I'm surprised. You got it. Grave. So I want you to use the word grave in a sentence as a synonym of serious. Use the word grave in a sentence.
Yes. Okay, do a sentence with grave or serious?
Yes, with grave.
When I was a kid, I suffered a serious attack with a dog.
Okay, a grave attack. from a dog. Good. Nicely done, Mikkel.
Abia? So where would you use this word grave? Because I think I never seen this word. It's a kind of new word for me.
I'll give you some common parts of speech would be grave danger.
So what would that mean?
Injury, like serious danger.
Okay.
It's just it is literally a synonym for serious, but you're right. Serious is way more common, but grave is commonly used with grave danger, a grave injury. That's what comes to my mind when I hear it.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
graveyard. That's a bit different.
Graveyard. I was thinking about it.
You know the situation is grave when you're in a graveyard. Number 2, Ali. Can you do number 2 and match it to its synonym, please?
Forms. Types.
Perfect. So use the word types in a sentence.
Okay. I wanted to buy a car. I go to the car fair. There was many types of car. I liked my lemon and bought it.
There were many types of cars to buy, but I like my... Good job. Thanks, Ali. Andrew, number 3.
Insecurity. I think it's defenselessness.
Insecurity.
Defenselessness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, you are correct. So give me an example of a sentence with one of those words, either insecurity or defenselessness.
For example, I have a defenselessness of being burgled.
I felt, what was that again?
I have a defenselessness of being burgled.
Okay, very good. Most likely you would say, Andrew, I am defenseless against the burglar, but I know you're trying to use the full word, which is a little bit more tricky, defenselessness. Good sentence, though. Sometimes that's exactly how you feel. David, number 4.
Okay. Mugged. Mugged is attack.
Okay. Mugged. Mugged.
Attack.
And I just want you to repeat the words for me, okay? Mugged.
Mugged.
And attacked. Yeah. Attacked. So give me a sentence using the word attacked.
Okay. My brother was attacked by a dog.
Okay, very good. Eduardo, number 5.
Feared. Worried about?
Excellent, good. And give me an example with either of those words.
I was worried about being burgled.
Okay, burgled.
Burgled.
And I want you to say the same sentence using feared now.
Yeah, it's a little bit different now because fear
Slightly
is
different.
be afraid of. So it's okay. I was feared in the zoo about a lion.
Close. The only thing is no was. I feared.
I fear. Okay,
I
yeah.
feared. Okay. Very good. Number 6, Lucas.
Underestimate.
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 Very good.
Miscalculate.
Very good. Excellent job, Lucas. And a sentence, please, with one of those words.
And I was going to buy a new shoe, but I wrong underestimate the prices, and I couldn't buy the one I wanted.
Perfect. I underestimated the prices of the suits and couldn't buy the one. Good sentence, Lucas. Thank you very much. Michael, number 7.
Realize. To realize. To understand.
Very good. And a sentence with realize?
I like realize. Yesterday I realized that my life was pretty boring. Can I say like that?
Yes. Yesterday I realized that my life was pretty boring.
So you should keep like was like all in the past. Yeah, I realized. I cannot say I realized that my life is. I cannot say like that.
You could, yeah. I realized that my life was pretty boring. Actually, no, you're right. You should say is, because you're talking about a general statement. That's true.
So
Good.
should I say is or was?
Is. I realized that my life is pretty boring.
And that
If
works?
it's currently boring, then yes. But if you're saying it used to be boring, then it would be was.
Okay, I realized that my life is pretty boring. Okay.
So what are you going to say, Michael? Is or was?
Maybe was.
Oh, things are turning up for you.
Yeah, but
I'm glad to hear it. We all need a little excitement in our lives, Michael. Don't be afraid of excitement.
What did you say?
I said we all need a little bit of excitement in our lives. Don't be afraid of excitement.
Yeah, we are all crazy a little bit.
A little bit crazy sometimes.
Yep.
Thank you, Michael. And Mikel, can you do number 8?
Number 8, resolve it. Resolve it is the good pronunciation. Resolve it or resolve it?
Resolved.
Resolved. Thank you.
Yay, good job. And the synonym?
Cleared up.
Hey, good job. Give me a sentence with cleared up, Mikel.
I clear up my problem when I install a security system.
Good. Excellent job. Thank you, Mikel. Number 9 is outcome. Who can tell me the answer? Shout it out.
Consequences.
Very good. Consequence. Number 10, marital. Obviously, this is
marriage.
Any questions at all about how to use these words, what they mean? Who would like an example sentence or see it in a question, anything like that? You guys did good. So these exercises, they have an article and they've got several different exercises in them. I'm going to send you guys this one. And maybe there's different exercises. I think it's the same for everyone. So go ahead and take a look at it. And if in the future you see an exercise in there that you would like to try in class for a different article, please tell me. And I can make sure I include it, okay? Because there's obviously not enough time to do it for everybody. Any questions or comments?
Can you say this word defenselessness, like adverb, defenselessly?
No, you'd say defenselessly.
Defenselessly. Oh,
yes,
okay.
Defenselessly.
That's a hard one. Defenselessly.
Kind of tricky, yeah, for sure. Good. Well, thank you guys so much for coming to the class. It was nice to see you. My next hour is about food and beverages. It's technically for beginners, but you know I'm always flexible. So if you'd like, you can join me, okay?
Okay,
Thanks, guys,
thank
for
you.
Okay.
coming.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. See
Thank
you soon.
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye bye.
you.
Bye
Have a
bye.
wonderful
Bye-bye.
weekend.